Hey Soul Tribe, Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, shares, views, subscribes, the membership, generous donations in all forms, comments, everything. I appreciate it all. Let's ring this bell. Let's clear out the energy and we'll see what the message the Spirit has for us today. Hey J Mike, happy Valentine's Day. I almost feel like there's a sense of urgency in the air. Like someone knows that it's time to act. Like they need to act. They need to do something now. I kind of feel like something about they were afraid to do something in the past. I kind of feel like they were afraid to speak out. They were afraid to stand out, but they were afraid to do something in the past. And now things are different. The person that scared them no longer has any hold on them. So now I feel like they're ready. Something about the truth. Hey, the soul archetype, how are you? Bottom of the deck, magician. Yeah, something about somebody no longer fears somebody's spells or what they say they're going to do or what they feel like they can do. Somebody, they're past all of that. You know, because they see now that all that did was just bring about a lot of stress, and somebody doesn't want to feel stressed any longer. They were thinking about, I feel like they've been thinking for a while about how they can overcome, how they can gain victory. This has been something that this person's they've wanted to leave this sense of fear, this sense of, like them being secretly afraid. They've wanted to leave that for a while, and they've wanted to pursue their own star, their own wishes, what they wanted to do, where they wanted to go. Something about this partnership, they wanted to be a partner with whom they wanted to be with instead of somebody telling them what they needed to do. I feel like somebody's finally getting this justice. They're finally striking out. Yeah, because they defeated the devil. That devil has no weight, has no power over them. That devil, it's like they looked the devil in the eye and said, sit down and shut the F up. This person, they started to wonder about their own strength. Like wonder how do they get their own strength? How do they overcome? Like maybe they were watching you overcome some bullshit and they kind of wondered, where did you finally get that strength from? Like almost like, somebody realizing that they're grown. Like, when did you realize you were grown? Yeah, because somebody realized, that they hold the key to, and they're only they hold the key to setting themselves free, and they're only the ones that can cause them pain by being stuck somewhere that they don't want to be. Yeah. So I feel like this King of Cups finally decided that they wanted to be happy, that they wanted to have the life that they deserved, the life that they wanted to live, happy doing what, they wanted to consider or call certain family members their family members without somebody else saying, oh, you're going to go over there. You're going to be with them, huh? Oh, that's what you want to do. You know how people will make you feel bad if you want to be friends with or you want to love on somebody that your heart is screaming out for. Somebody had to realize that devil no longer holds any type of power over them. Hey, Travion, it was time for them to become an adult, to understand they are an adult. they control their own life. Now, if somebody was paying all their bills, they're not going to understand. But if they out there doing the damn thing, going to work, paying their own bills, and nobody else has a right to say a damn thing. Hey, behaving goals. I feel like, you know what, your inspiration to strike out on your own, to be your own person, to do your own thing, was this person, was this like passion that fueled this person? You know, I feel like they looked at you as an inspiration because you weren't letting someone stop you or hold you down or so that you couldn't go forward. You said, I'm going to do what I want to do, when I want to do it, how much I want to do it, and who I want to do it with. This is how you brought balance into your life. This is how this perfect partner for this person brought balance into your life. Hey, Addie. Hey, Baby Yoda. Hey, LP. So for so long, this person was afraid to move forward to call somebody his family or her family. This person was afraid for so long to claim somebody. Like, yeah, this is my other half. This is my better half. This is who I love. This is who I want to be around. This is my friend. This is my partner. This is whoever. But I don't feel like that any longer. They already let somebody hold them back, and now they are ready to put closure because they see that that person was a betraying individual. They betrayed you. They betrayed them. They betrayed a lot of people. Somebody started going within and really looking at who was starting this shit. Who was bringing the conflict? Hey, Monty. You know, who was the shit disturber? Somebody went within. They didn't say anything for a long time, but they sat back and they watched. They observed. They started putting two and two together. And it wasn't just they observed this person interact with them, but they observed that person interact with a whole lot of people. They listened to what that person was saying and they said, you know what? This person is a fucking liar. This person is a thief. This is the shit disturber. And you know what? And it's like they realized why they kind of got stuck, because they wasn't standing in their own power. They were allowing someone else to tell them what they should and shouldn't do, where they should and shouldn't go, who they should and shouldn't be with. This person is going back and over in their mind about how they may have been with somebody and they like that person, but because somebody else said, that's probably not the best person for you, or I wouldn't do that, or yeah, let that one go. There's somebody better out there. And that's how that person got caught up, stuck, fucked up, taking somebody else's advice that wasn't part, really, of their life. Only you control you. You are the star person, the leading character of your own life. Nobody else. Because if you put somebody else as the leading character of your life, you've given all your power away. Hey, Stacks. This person's thinking about, how they worked with this person because they thought this person will, like, they kind of felt like some type of pull to work with this person. In fact, like I said, this person had them in fear. Kind of like they was afraid of them or something. Like maybe somebody, like I said, maybe somebody didn't realize they were an adult now. Because sometimes growing up and we could be with those people that are much older than us, Those people could have been an adult when we were a child, and now that we're an adult and they're still an adult, we still think that they're more adult than us, but only to find out, no, we're on a level playing field now. We all grown. Especially, like I said, if they ain't paying your bills, if that's not the one that you're sleeping with, they have no power over you. You deserve who you can stick your wangy wang in, or you deserve who you can decide who's going to stick their wangy wang in you. Nobody else. This person is thinking about how they allow someone else to kind of ruin their relationships, only because maybe somebody else didn't have a relationship and they wanted that person to be single and sad, sick, busted, and disgusted, just like them. Somebody realized what you said to them a while back. Two's company, three's a crowd. They realize that now. They understand that now. Now somebody is understanding about, what fulfills them. Because what you said to them was the truth. It definitely was the truth. Somebody is like wanting something to come in. Or maybe they want an opportunity to come in with you to bring balance, or to show this opportunity to show that they are now balanced in their emotions, in their feelings, in their thoughts, how they're living their life, and how they are treating you. Hi, Marcia. Somebody has the truth now. Somebody feels like they've really grown and they've really matured, like the world has taught them something. Because they realized them streets is nothing to play with. Maybe they was out in the streets, and that's whenever they started really having to grow up. Hey, Malcolm. Somebody's also celebrating the fact that I feel like they have finally found God. Like somebody else told them, what you gonna do? You gonna pray to that invisible thing in the sky, the invisible person in the sky? If God's gonna come save you, God would have saved you. But somebody's realizing now that God is within them. They're celebrating that they have finally found God. And since they found God, they've been happy. They found peace. They found joy. They're starting to love themselves. They're starting to really appreciate everything that they've gone through. Hey, Robert. Hey, Cheryl. It's like they found that they can just, rest and relax more. They can rest their mind. They can rest their fears. They don't have to be afraid of somebody else that bleeds just like they do, that has that birth date and that expiration date just like we do. There is no more of, oh my God, what are they going to think of me? What are they going to say? Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Someone found themselves and they realized that's who they have been looking for all along. Themselves. Hey, Toy, still standing. How are you? Hey, Hypsee. Hey, Shadia. How are you? Hey, 2B Records. Because, somebody finally made a judgment call on everything that they had invested. Everything that they had invested with that person. And they thought it was going to be, a good investment. They thought it was going to really pay off. They thought as long as they followed the footsteps that this person said to follow and go just follow the letter to the T. If this person said take 2 steps this way and they took 2 steps that way, it was going to all pay out. If they said jump on 1 foot and bark like a dog while you're patting your stomach and rubbing your head, it was all going to pay out. They kept following everything that this person was saying to a T. They just kept doing it over and over and over, and they kept being disappointed over and over and over. Finally, they woke up and they had to realize that there was something that they wasn't seeing. Something that they just wasn't getting. Something that they just was like refusing to allow themselves to understand. They hold the key. The opportunity they're looking for, that's within them. The happiness that they were searching for, that's within them. The love, the courage, the outspokenness, the integrity, the honesty, everything that they're looking for, that is with them. This is their opportunity. This is why it's time for this person to act now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next month, but right the fuck now. Somebody's realizing this opportunity is here right now. It may not be here tomorrow, especially if it comes to who they want to be with. This perfect person for them, the one who balances them, the one who is that makes them feel just as good as they should make this person feel. See, they were told to hold back. They were told to, no, that's not the one for you. No, don't listen to that one. No, that one ain't gonna make you happy. But they're realizing they was told to hold back by somebody who didn't want them to have. Because that person who was guiding them to damnation and destruction fucked up their own opportunity. Confirmation. Fucked up their opportunity. That's why they didn't want this person to have. Hey, Noni, how are you? Somebody is coming towards you. They getting in that vehicle. They ride until the sun come up. They don't give a shit. They don't care because they see everything clearly now. Everyone has been seeing things clearly. What everyone has not been telling this person, it's okay for you to do your own thing. It's advised for you to do your own thing. Because now this person has to see very clearly that there are some unhappy motherfuckers in the world that don't want them to have. That's where they came up with the red pill brothers. Because they squandered their opportunity. So they don't want somebody who's purposely taking the blue pill to have that. So that's why they're trying to be, no, all females are bad, and this and that and the other, and blah, 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 blah. Don't listen to nobody else. They will fuck you up. They will make you unhappy, and they won't give you what you want. See, they was told, you don't want to do that. Like they was afraid to have that wheel of fortune turn in their favor. They was told that, don't do that. Like they should exercise caution when it comes to their own happiness. If you know what you want, go get it. Because, you ever been to, what's the name of that store? I think it's called like Tuesday Morning or something like that. That's the store where you go into and you see this one of a kind thing. And it's like, one of them, a one of a kind. If you don't purchase it on that day, and you leave and you go home, or you leave and you go to another store and come back, by the time you get back, that shit is going to be gone, because somebody else is going to be like, oh my gosh, this is a one-of-a-kind thing. Let me take this shit right now. Somebody's now understanding that they have to protect and fight for their own dreams. Whatever they want, they have to fight for that. They can't allow someone to tell them where the fuck to go, what to do, what socks to put on, what drawers to put on, what bra to put on, what shirt and pants to put on. They can't allow somebody to do that. You don't need to wear your hair like that. You don't need that. You don't need to, oh no, don't get that car. Don't do this. Don't work there. Don't talk to them. Don't wipe your ass like that. No, don't do all that. See, they don't need that. They have to protect their own dream. Somebody has to be not afraid to step out on their own. If they, and they had to kind of get to the point that, I needed to try and go for this relationship. Like I said, this was the perfect person for me. And now if the shit don't work out, at least they tried. They gave it a good, honest, good old-fashioned college try. But not doing it is sheer stupidity. Confirmation, especially allowing somebody to fuck you over because they fucked themselves over. So they have this personal vendetta that since I don't get it, nobody else is gonna get it either. Somebody is moving fast. They are moving fast, and they feel like they have to move fast. If not, then this opportunity is going to pass them by. The time to act is right now. Pick up the phone, get in your car, get on your bike, get on that bus, get on that metro link, whatever you got to get on it. The train, whatever. The plane, whatever. Because see, somebody understands that, you know what? Y'all is one of a kind. Somebody's nurturing somebody will be great with the kids. Somebody will be great with the money. And when you put them both together, that's a happy household. One person makes somebody feel good. The other person makes somebody feel good for making them feel good. It's a win-win. It's a win-win. See, somebody realizes now that you was wise. You knew what the fuck you was doing whenever you said, okay, well, I'm still going to keep moving forward on my own. I'm still going to persevere for my own happiness because I know I deserve to be happy. And if you don't think that you deserve to be happy, then you just stay right there. But I know I deserve to be happy. And if you're not my perfect person, then my perfect person is still out there. Let me keep moving forward. Let me not sit here and stop and wait and think, well, maybe, you be 110 years old and somebody still ain't coming through. Somebody said, no, I'm no longer waiting. If you don't know what you want, I know what I want. So I'm going to go out and get mine. Hey, talk to Tia. How are you, sweetie? Somebody finally had the courage to go for what they wanted and to work on what they truly wanted. That love, the Ace of Cups, that perfect love, that unconditional, that God-given. They finally had the courage to stand up for themselves after being bullied for so long, after being told, no, that's not what you want. That ain't what you need. Somebody finally had to, it's like they was having these visions of what if they chose what they really wanted? What was the worst that was going to happen? What's the worst that can happen? Excuse me, y'all. I just had pizza before I came on. Hey, Letitia, how are you, sweetie? And the worst that can happen is they moved forward. That they had to cut some people out. That they was no longer going to be around some people that was giving them bad advice in the first damn place. That those people were going to be so upset that they were so happy that those people were going to cry. Let them motherfuckers cry. Who gives a shit? We don't care. You need a tissue? Here. But I'd rather them cry because they couldn't prohibit me from being happy than me cry for allowing somebody else to keep me stuck. So, if you need to cry, you go right the fuck to head. Cry. Somebody is using their own intuition. And you know what? The thing about somebody using their own intuition is they was told, oh, don't trust that. Don't trust that. Don't trust your own intuition. No, 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 no. That's the wrong way to go. By some motherfuckers who never use their own intuition to find their own happiness. Hey, Revelation of Gods, how are you? Like I said, somebody was told, don't do that. Don't make that mistake. And it's only because they didn't want somebody to get it right. That's why they was allowing themselves to be deceived by, if they did what they really wanted, they would have what they really wanted. But they allow somebody to deceive them. Now somebody is looking at things different. They're ready to make that change. They're ready to make that move. They're ready to go on their own motherfucking way. Finally. And they are leaving a clear ass fucking message. If you don't like it by my decision, that's too motherfucking bad. And that's exactly the message they needed to leave. What's the message, Spirit? What is the message? Yeah. See, somebody didn't want somebody else to be happy. They didn't want them to feel love. They didn't want them to feel nurtured. I'm telling you, because this came out too. They didn't want somebody to feel loved. They wanted them to be unhappy, just like they are. They wanted them to be stuck in misery. And they, 170 years old. And now somebody's saying, damn, I should have been smart enough to move forward anyway. Fuck all that. Do it today. If you need to pick up a phone and make a call, pick up the fucking phone and make a call. Do it today. Because tomorrow may be too late. What else, Spirit? What else? That's a lot. Okay. Yeah. Do it today. Especially if this is somebody that you can't get your mind off of. Especially if this is somebody that you think about all the time. What are you waiting on? What are you waiting on? To think about how you missed it? How you were so close and all you had to do was pick up the phone, but you didn't because you allowed fear to stop you, and how you missed it? Is that what you're waiting on? Or are you thinking about maybe if you did it, this would be your wish fulfillment. This is the perfect partner for you. You know it in your spirit. You know it in your soul. Every fiber in your body is telling you this is who you need to be with. Do it. Call. Do it right now. Do it right now. Call right now. But you don't. Because see, if you did it, if you called, if you made that step, if you took that action, then you're going to get exactly what you wanted. Exactly everything that you need and deserve. You already took down the motherfucking devil. You already looked him in the eye and said, go sit your motherfucking monkey looking ugly ass down somewhere with your big ass ears. You already did all that. So there's nothing left for you to do except for you to be happy. What's the message, Spirit? And stop worrying about what if I look foolish. You're going to look foolish denying yourself. That's the only way you're going to look foolish. Denying yourself. Denying yourself the ability to be happy. The ability to feel love. Yes, you know, somebody needs to put an end to feeling over like they have to match up to somebody else's, what they think of. Who are they going to think of me? What are they going to say about me? Let that shit go. Don't nobody care. You know, go with what you want. You get victory in pursuing what makes you feel good with where you want to be. That's where you're going to get victory. And then you're going to look back on this day one time. You're going to look back on this day and you're going to say, you know what? I am so glad I made that move. I'm so glad I went towards my ultimate wish fulfillment and got it. I'm so glad that I asked somebody and they said yes. What's the message, Spirit? All right, Shadia, have a good day today. Yeah, it's rest time is over. It's time to get up on your feet. It's time for you to move. It's time for you to take some action. You know, it's not time to sit back and wait for life to come to you. Because life ain't, and trust me, ain't nobody knocking on your door talking about something. Excuse me, is your name, so archetype? Hey, you know, I was just, you don't know me, but and we ain't never met, but I was just happen to be walking down, and I was like, damn, I wanted the soul archetype live there. You know, I'm thinking that, we the best thing for, that shit ain't gonna happen. That shit ain't gonna happen. Ain't nobody gonna be knocking on your door talking about all that. You got to get up and go out there. You got to do all that. But see, somebody's so afraid of if somebody says no. How many times you applied for a job and they said, you know, dear so-and-so, thank you so much for your application, but we have decided to go with a different candidate. Okay, you tried it and they said no. Your world didn't end. You wasn't like, they're gonna take me now. You just said, oh damn, let me go ahead and apply somewhere else. You know? How many times did you say, you know what, I want to buy it. Oh, that's a used car, I'm gonna buy it. And you go to the person who's selling the used car only to find out 10 other people, you know, and so you like, well, you know what, I'll give you an extra $100 over what you're asking price. And they're like, okay. But then they come back and they tell you, you know, somebody gave me $3,000 over my asking price. You was like, damn, well, let them have that motherfucker. I'll go find something else. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. If they got their head on straight, they'll say yes. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Yeah. Conflict. I feel like, you know what, maybe this person was a part of the conflict before, part of the chaos before, and maybe this person had possibly, stabbed somebody in their back, or did something that was very disloyal to them before. But like I said, and maybe if that's the case, then people will understand if you come humbly to them, or somebody comes humbly to you, and instead of sitting there, you're not blaming everything on nobody else. You just taking accountability for your own actions. You know what? I was really fucked up back then. I was allowing everybody to tell me what to do, when to do it, how to do it, who to do it with, who not to do it with. I was full of myself, but then I had to grow the fuck up. It's like you had to go humbly to somebody and let them know that you've changed. You looked at yourself. Shit is different with you. You're not still on that old shit where like, like where you're not taking responsibility for yourself. You trying to hocus pocus put some shit over somebody else's eyes so they can't see the real you. No, you want people to see the real you. That's how you get that 10 of cups. When somebody can see the real you, when you can allow yourself to be vulnerable, to be seen. Because now you see somebody. Now you hear somebody. Now you are actually feeling what another person felt. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah. You get one shot. Who was that that's saying that? Rap that. Eminem. You get one shot. Take it. This is that opportunity somebody's been waiting on. Take it. You want to balance something out with that person that you care about? Take it. Do it. Yes. Balance with the temperance. Balance comes with the truth. Clarity. You have clarity. You understand about people now. How people will sit here and deceive you because of some shit that they want. How many times has a parent sat there and got their child into either a sport or cheerleading or this or that or whatever because the parent had that opportunity when they was young and they fucked that shit up, and so now they want their child to live their life, the life that the parent never lived. No, that child is like, what? I don't even like to play the violin. I don't even want to play an instrument at all. I wanted to be a mathematician, So instead of them sitting there telling their parent, no, I'm not doing that. I'm going to do this. I want to do this. I don't want to do that. They sit there and they try and make their parent happy only for them to find out after all this time, all this education, all this money, all this stuff that the parent has invested in, that the child is actually really unhappy, miserable, depressed. They may have spent all that money for this child to be a doctor because somebody else, they dropped out of medical school in their first year, first semester, they dropped out, but it was always their dream to be a doctor. And so they pushed their child to do it. And the child never wanted to be a doctor. The child always just wanted to be a sanitation worker. So the child went through all these years of medical school, their internship, their this, that, and the other, and all this, all that shit. And they finally own doctor office and everything. But it's like all they parents, I mean, not parents, but patients, kept getting sicker or gave them bad reviews. It's because their heart wasn't in it. That's not what they wanted to do. What's the message, Spirit? Hey, Amber Dawn, how are you, sweetie? Hey, Anthony, how are you? Yes. Somebody needed to invest in themselves, invest in what they wanted to do, and forget about what somebody else wanted them to, somebody else wanted them to work with them and collaborate with them for so bad. Do it my way. Trust me. We work together. We could do this. We could work together. That was their choice to make. And somebody decided that they should have chose this one instead. Chose who their heart sang out to. What's the message, Spirit? Happy Valentine's Day to you too, sweetie. What's the message? What'd you say? Football, soccer, and track. Yeah, somebody had to realize that what they was displaying before was not courage. It was cowardice. They were displaying cowardice and afraid to do what they wanted to do, to work on what they wanted to work on, to be with who they wanted to be with, to work with who they wanted to work with, to work at what they wanted to work at. They were being a coward. And now they're finally exploring how they've been deceiving themselves. They've been letting themselves down. Now somebody is ready to come to you quickly. I'm telling you, they're ready to come and travel fast to talk to you because they understand that the time is now, and they don't want this time to get away because they're sitting here thinking about you having the opportunity and envisioning you working with somebody else, getting with somebody else because they waited too long. And then they're feeling like everything is crumbling down because they really didn't choose the right one when they had the opportunity. Like I said, somebody's understanding now that they held themselves back. They was holding themselves up, not you. That they couldn't see what was important, what was real, what real stability looked like, what real, what a gift really looked like. This person decided, you know what, they no longer wanted to be feeling what somebody else felt. The same person that told them, don't do that. No. No. Get away from them. Get away from them. They realized, what's the message? Hey, 231 page home. How are you? What's the message? What's the message? Thank you. Yeah. And you know what? It's after somebody told this devil, this karmic, I don't give a shit what you talking about. They looked and they saw that this karmic has been having hardship after hardship after hardship. Somebody's been left out. This karmic feels like they was left out in the cold. They realized, you know what? A tower has been hitting, and they know that they made the right choice. And the right choice for them was to leave this devil out there. Let this devil do its own thing. But somebody was at least curious enough and trying to figure out how to get the wheel of fortune to turn in their favor again. And the way to do that was to basically, with the Four of Wands and the Three of Cups, to celebrate with you. Because I feel like, and they feel like God, it wants this celebration to happen. They're understanding now that they were the only ones that stopped themselves from being happy. It wasn't you. It was never you. Even when somebody told them, no, let them go. Don't talk to them. Best thing is you let them call you. You let them call you. This is the same type of person that will be straddling the fence, telling both people, don't call them, let them call you. Don't call her, let her call you. Causing, disruption. That's that type of person. Best thing I would do is I would just turn my back and never talk to them again. Turn your back and never talk to her again. That type of person. That type of devil. What's the message, Spirit? Anything else from this deck? Let's get another deck. Yeah, but somebody's figuring out the truth. They're starting to see the truth of this situation, the truth of who this devil really is. It's all coming out. It's all out. The truth of who this devil really is and what this devil has really been trying to do. And it wasn't positive. Bottom of the deck, the Ace of Wands. It's a new beginning. Somebody wants a new beginning with you. You know, somebody wants to wife you up or husband you up. Somebody sees that you've always been that empress. Always. Ain't shit changed. Ain't shit ever changed. It's just that they needed to go ahead and speak up as opposed to allowing somebody else to plan their life for them, because then they realize them following somebody else's plan did not keep them happy or make them happy. It kept them in a position where they was giving all their control to somebody else who didn't even have the best for them. Hey, Yvette, how are you? What's the message, Spirit? This person didn't even have any, they wanted the worst for this person. What's the message, Spirit? Thank you. Yep. See, somebody wants to celebrate with you. They want to have that equal give and take with you because they know that you are their wish fulfillment. But they don't want to come in where they feel like they have to protect themselves, and they don't want you to feel like, you can't be open with them. Because, see, this is somebody who was expecting you to come in. Because, like I said, somebody else told them, don't do that. Like they were supposed to defend themselves against you, but they realized that was not bringing them happiness. That was bringing them depression. This is somebody who they realized that had altered the lives of several people, and not in a good way. This is when this King of Cups had to make their own decision, decide for themselves. And they felt that, you know what, they had listened to this witch, this whoever, warlock, whoever, somebody who was in this witchy energy for long enough, allowing them to make plans for their life long enough. And what they truly wanted was to be with you. This is what they're passionate about. Yeah. And enough with the lies. Somebody had to realize they was allowing somebody else's lies to fuck up their life. What else, Spirit? Yeah. Rest time is over. It's time to get your ass up, get in that car, get in that plane, get in that helicopter, get on that boat, get on that bike, get on that bus, get on that Metrolink, that train, whatever. Walk if you have to. But rest time is over. Not only is it time to speak up, it's time to make that move. Especially if you want this happiness. Yeah, somebody's going to come in and they're going to say something to you and it's going to shock the shit out of you. It is really going to shock the shit out of you because they finally got enough courage. They finally got enough courage to act on their own. Somebody realized that, you know what? You was that piece of that missing puzzle. Or you was the missing piece of that puzzle, I should say. You was the part of them that was the best part of them. You know, like they was part of your family. This is what they wanted to work on. That's what they want to work on. See, they allow that confusion time is over. They allow themselves to be confused. That shit is over. They know what they want now. And that's love, your love. They realize somebody else was not their friend, was not even a good family member. That was just somebody who had the same last name, who may have lived under the same roof, but that was not a good friend. Somebody, they sacrificed being with an earth angel. That's what they sacrificed. Now this person is walking the fuck away. And they trying to figure out how they even, why did they waste so much time? How did they not see this before? Why weren't they strong enough before? And it's because before they was afraid to look the devil in its eye and tell that devil to fuck off somewhere. That's why. What's the message, Spirit? Because, you know, when you stand up to a bully, even if the bully goes like, I'm going to punch you real hard, and you say, you know what, you can beat me down, I'm still not going to be afraid of you, I'm still not going to do this, I'm still not going to do that, I'm still going to do whatever the fuck I want to do. So do it. If that's how you're going to get your jollies off, do it. Then that bully stops, because then that bully is like, well, damn, ain't no fun in that. Because if I can't scare the collective, I guess I got to find somebody else that I can scare. You know? Hey, Yolanda. What you say? You told him to fuck off from the jump. I know that's right. Hey, K Hypsee. Thank you so very much, Yolanda. Yeah, somebody's finally getting justice. They are finally getting justice. Because you know what? Like I said, somebody had told this person that God didn't exist. And whenever they were saying, oh, there is no big person in the sky. How many times you been up in a plane? You ain't never seen no angels and stuff. Well, first of all, knucklehead, planes don't go that high. Secondly, knucklehead, God is within us. This is somebody they had to realize did not have their best interest at heart. That truly, yes, there really is a God. This is why you spend so much time praying. This is why you spend so much time, being in prayer, meditating, being thankful. This is why this person would hear you, going around the house and like, oh, thank you, God, thank you. Oh, if it wasn't for God, but God, saying stuff like that. And this person's like, now they're finding out that shit is true. That's why you're being blessed. They're realizing that they was bamboozled, not you. This person was watching you and seeing how you was able to, wherever you came from, you was able to turn your entire life around, baby. You doing it now. No matter where this person thought that they was leaving you, you turned your entire life around. What's the message, Spirit? Amen. Amen. Blessings after blessings after blessings. What they say, shaken down, pressed over, running over. Shaken, pressed down, and running over. That's how many blessings you're receiving. It's like they can't stop the blessings from coming to you. They can't stop God from giving to you. They can't stop God from loving on you. They can't stop God from putting you first. They can't stop God from exalting you. They can't stop God from raising you. They can't stop God. This is what this person is realizing now. What else, Spirit? Thank you. Yes. See, somebody wants the wheel of fortune to turn in their favor because they are so tired of being down and out. Like I said, somebody had to come make their own decision. And when they made their own decision, even if it was somebody, like I said, that was older than them, that was an adult when they was a child, and now they're an adult, and the other person is still an adult, they had to realize this is an even playing field. They had to tell this person where to go, where to get off, and leave them the fuck alone. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Hey, Sia, how are you? Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's wonderful, Yolanda. What's the message? Someone said that they made the decision that they're going to be with who they want to be with. Even if other people fight, they don't care because they're going to win in the end. They're the ones that's going to be happy. They ain't worrying about somebody else. Like I said, they don't need to worry about nobody else need to weigh in you. No, that's nobody's business. If that's what y'all like, that's what y'all like. If that's who you want, that's who you want. If that's who you love, that's who you love. If y'all love each other, want to be with each other, that's all that matters. What anybody else think, call them a hater and keep it moving. What's the message, Spirit? Don't nobody make a decision as far as when it comes to your heart. Yeah. See, somebody realized they was going through depression because they hadn't found themselves yet. They had to go in and find themselves. They had to stop allowing everybody to run their life because every time somebody else told them what to do, all they was doing was sticking these knives in their back. They wasn't really giving them the good advice. They had to finally Turn to God. That's what they did. They turned to God, and God gave them visions of who they truly wanted to be with. This compassionate person, this loving, this kind, this thoughtful person. This is who they, so that's who they wanted to be with. You know? And this person, like I said, they was, hold on. Okay, we back. Good. Yeah, and see, this person was, oh, thank you so very much, Yolanda. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See, this person was so worried about what other people was going to say, only to find out that, you know what? They found out that their wish fulfillment, the one that was the apple of their eye, the one that would made them happy, there was somebody else that was telling them no, leave them alone, that was actually trying to sneak in. That's a dog right there. They were so worried about that. That fucking dog was trying. Dog is sitting there like, no, let that one go. And behind their back, they was like, maybe I can get in there. That's why you don't allow people to tell you what's good for you. What's the message, Spirit? Thank you so very much. What is the message, Spirit? Yeah, somebody needed to work on what they wanted to work on and not what somebody else was telling them. Because like I said, this person had to finally realize they needed to leave these lying ass motherfuckers. Leave them. If they don't like it, they don't like it. If they upset, let them be upset. If they don't talk to you anymore, the trash took itself out. What you got to be upset for? Like they say, if God is for me, who do I care is against me? Not a damn person. Not a damn person. Because you know what? Don't nobody need no thief in life. Don't nobody need no backstabber in their life. Ever. What they say, you can do bad by yourself. You don't need somebody else to take you down or tear you down. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah. I feel like Archangel Michael is here protecting somebody, talking to somebody, or somebody is giving somebody some really good, sound advice. Something that they learned a long time ago about when they felt like they was stuck and what they had to do to move forward. Somebody giving them some really good advice about what they went through. But they're telling this person, but you make your own plans so that whatever. Oh, okay. Now we back. Yeah. And the way that you feel about this person, you know, don't let somebody else confuse you. This is somebody who the player, don't let this player confuse you. Player gonna be a player. Player's gonna be a player. Hey Tyreek, how are you? Don't let this player talk all that good shit. And it's not even good shit. It's just shit. That's who you need to tell to go fuck off. That player. Because that's the one who's trying to be all up in your, not only playing in your energy, playing with your heart, playing with your life, playing with your destiny, playing with your purpose. Fuck all that. And I mean it. Fuck all that. What else, Spirit? Yep. Go for what you want. Send a little message, make a call, go for what you want. Somebody's gonna sit here and try and message somebody on the sly, I believe. But and I kind of feel like they're gonna message somebody, but they're doing it on the slide because they're afraid of what this person's gonna say, what you're gonna say, about the position they got themselves into. But this person knows that you are the only one. You are so worthy that they feel like you're the only one for them. You respect yourself, you love yourself, you're worthy, you're responsible, all of that. And I feel like everything that what this person thinks of you, holds you up in high esteem, high regard. But see, somebody else was trying to make them feel like you was some two-bit hoe on the street with an ego. They don't feel like that. They don't feel like that. Somebody didn't want this person to be able to approach you or to feel comfortable approaching you because because of your spiritual gifts, because you already knew what this person who was calling you a two-bit hoe was. That's the two-bit hoe that was calling you a hoe. You've always been independent. You ain't been out there with your favorite letters, the letter V, with your legs stuck up in the air. That was not your favorite letter. That was theirs. What else, Spirit? Like I said, you've always been independent. You've never had to rely on anyone else. I mean, sure, everybody needed a hand. Everybody needs a hand every now and then. But that didn't mean that you was trying to run game. It just meant that at that time you needed some assistance. What else, Spirit? Anything else? Yep. Somebody's not going to hold back any longer. I feel like they're going to come towards you. They're going to come towards you because, and I feel like you already know, they're going to come towards you because they want the truth. They feel that you are somebody that can help them, that can guide them, that can see what they couldn't see, and you're going to be honest with them about everything. Everything. No tricks, no saying, well, don't do that. No, don't go to that person. No, I wouldn't do that. That's not you. You tell this person like what they need, what they cannot see, or what you can see, and then they have them make their own decisions. Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody was trying to be so messy in your life. And it was nothing but a hater. Whatever hater. They was just being jealous. A jealous ass, messy witch hater. See, they sent the death spell, but forgot about the return to center times 10. And the beef ain't even with you. It's because this witchy hater don't like themselves. See, if they was all in their lane and they love themselves, they like themselves, and they wouldn't have time to be trying to stop nobody. I'm telling you, they ain't nothing but an old tramp. They said that you was the tramp. Nope, that's an old ass tramp. Yeah, and this person is getting a Dear John letter because you getting a new love, or it's going to feel like a brand new love. And see, they wanted you to lose, but somebody realized that it's time for them to become unstuck and start moving now. Time waits on no one. They want you to say yes. Somebody wants you to unblock them if you have them blocked. But see, this person needs to know that they have to love themselves and stop just believing what random people are saying. Everyone gets checked out. It don't make a difference if that person was an adult when you was a child. If you an adult now and they an adult, that you still an adult. You know, this is somebody that was trying to talk about you. That's the same person that wear booty shorts around your boys. You know what I'm saying? I feel like somebody's grandfather's spirit is in the building. Hey, grandpa. Now somebody realizes that they have the power and they feel stupid for giving their power away. Because they just gave their power away to somebody who didn't have any power for themselves. They was just trying to control something, but they couldn't even control themselves. You have been given spiritual authority over this entire situation. That's what you need to remember. Something about Friday. Maybe somebody had a testimony on Friday. And now they're seeing that you sit on God's right-hand side. Okay? See, they started a war with a spiritual gangster. And once again, this person didn't believe that there was even a creator, but you had to prove them wrong. Yes, there definitely is a God. You have released these karmic partners. Now somebody realizes that it was time for them to change. And really, they admire you. They admire you for standing up for yourself, for doing what it was that you needed to do, wanted to do, where you felt that your life was being called to go in that direction. They admire you. What else, Spirit? Yeah, something about some negative energy. Somebody had to get rid of that. It was good enough for them, you know? So if it was good enough, for you, it was good enough for them. See, this person wants to be with you because you uplift everyone, you know? And then on top of that, you opened your heart. Yep. So there was something hidden about them. Maybe you could see it, maybe they couldn't see it. But what they could see about you was that you was unbroken. They got a message about you, whether it was in a dream, whether it was somebody that was saying, hey, let me pull you to the side. Let me tell you about my own experience. Let me tell you about what I learned about my life. Let me tell you about this. Let me tell you about that, to kind of open up somebody else's eyes. There's a divine bodyguard around you. And Judgment Day, it's in God's hands. And trust me, when it's in God's hands, God is going to get it right. You had to realize it's okay to leave because, like I said, if this person wasn't going to sit here and come the fuck on and grow the fuck up and do whatever they needed to do, maybe that wasn't your person. But you're not going to sit around and waste your life hoping that it's your person, only to be like over 100 years old, and then you realize, oh, that wasn't even my person. You done wasted your entire life. Fuck that. If you don't want to move, you stay stuck right there. But I'm getting ready to move around, because my person is out there then. Let's get ready to swing the pendulum. All right, so think about your question. Okay. All right, well, Spirit, what is the answer? Looks like the answer is yes. Okay. All right, y'all. I will be back a little bit later. I have 2 readings to do. Then I'm going to drive to Barnes & Noble, which is like 30 minutes away because I live in a small town. And then I'll be back. It'll be this evening, though. I love you. Hey, Miss Mahogany Drag. How are you? I love you all. I appreciate you all. If you haven't had an opportunity to like the video, please like. All right. And I definitely want to thank, let's see, it was Yolanda. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you so very much. I love you all, and I'll see you again in just a little while, okay? Enjoy your day.